Hi, it's Diane, and I just wanted to show you some things I picked up when I went to a flea market yesterday. Well, first of all, I had gone to a little store in my town, and they sell things that people, antiques and secondhand things and crafts and things like that. And I found this from the Erie-Lackawanna Railway Company in this beat-up old envelope, and it's records from the railway, Lackawanna Railway, and it looks like it's on pattern, like dressmaker pattern paper. It's printed, let me see if I can find a better one, Erie-Lackawanna Railroad Company, and then the men would write whatever they were supposed to write on it. Some of the writing on these is pretty fancy. Let me see if I can find. Well, I don't see it in this batch, but one of the guys there had really fancy writing. So there's packs of these, tissue paper, stapled together. Then there are paper, like a cover sheet or something. So there's those. And then there's some of these sheets written on. So I've got a bunch of these, and there's, a pink. Oh, here's that fancy writing. Isn't that neat? Kind of looks like a grease pencil. So I picked this up, and she told me that she bought it at a flea market, which is only 10 or 15 minutes away from my home. So I decided to eliminate the middleman and go see what I could find at the flea market. So let me show you what I brought home. I got several packs of vintage flashcards, which I have been wanting. These are small flashcards, but I like them anyway. And these are number ones, arithmetic flashcards. These were only $1, all 3 sets of these. Addition and fractions. So these are pretty cool. So they were $1 each. And then there was, this is not vintage, but another pack of cards. Coca-Cola playing cards, and I got these just because of the images on them. Well, this is what it looks like, but the Jack says, "Be really refreshed." Queen says, "On your break, get really refreshed," and the King says, "Puts you at your sparkling best," and the Ace says, "Delicious, refreshing," and the rest are just pretty colors. So I thought they were fun. They were $2. There were lots and lots of postcards, but they can really add up when you're paying $1 or $2 or $3 per postcard. But I bought this one because it's Niagara Falls, and my husband and I went there last year. So I got that. It's not even a photograph. I think it's a painting, but it was written on. And addressed to someone in Sayre, Pennsylvania, which is where I live. So that was pretty cool. So I bought that. Then there were also a lot of greeting cards, and most of them were in these wax paper bags for $1 each. And again, it's going to add up fast, but I found this one, an old Valentine, for 50 cents, because it didn't have an envelope with it, maybe. Maybe that's why it was only 50, but that's what I got. And then this Ziploc bag of cards was $2 for the whole bag. So there's a cute little Christmas card, Valentine, the heart is fuzzy, 8-year-old birthday card, 6-year-old birthday card. There's another birthday card, Valentine. I love this little Valentine. She is so pretty. She's got a little tear, but she's got fuzzy on her too. And it says 1963 is the date on that. And a Christmas, oh, look at that. That's cute. Christmas pop-up. And a Christmas card with fuzzy on it. So those will go in junk journals. And then I picked up this cool vintage pie tin that I can just lay on my desk for putting in bits that I want to pick through when I'm making a junk journal. And here's another box I found for $2. It's a cigar box, but I've never seen one this shape. And it has this frog closure. This part came off. But at least it was it was inside the box, so I can glue it on. And I don't know if I'll decoupage or just leave it as it is. And I don't even know what I'll use it for. So if anybody has any suggestions of what this would be good storage for, let me know. But I will definitely use it for something. It was only $2. I also found this book that's also not vintage, but the advertisements that are used in the book are vintage. Ann Tainter, she takes these old advertising photos and then puts funny captions on them. So I thought these would be fun to use in junk journals. There she is at the stove, Another Day in Paradise. And that was $1, I think. This was an old Good Housekeeping book of cookies. And I ended up getting that free. I'm not even sure how that happened, but she told me she didn't charge me for it, so yay. These 2 books I picked up just for the covers. This one is in very bad shape, but I really liked it. Progressive Practical Arithmetic. So this will be a very rustic looking junk journal cover, but I can use the pages too. Arithmetic pages. And then this, it just has a pretty cover, and this was only $1. And it's very old, very brown. So these pages will be nice too. And I found this game, Win-A-Word game, but I bought it for the little tiles. They're just little chipboard tiles, but they have alphabets on them, so I will definitely use them. There was some sheet music there, 4 for $1, but I only picked up 3 because I liked the pictures. Lord Byron of Broadway. Will you remember? Isn't she sweet? And If You Knew How Much I Loved You. Pretty picture. So I got those, and then I got a couple magazines. This is a 1940 Family Circle. This was only $1, but you've got to see the back advertisement on the back. This is Edgar Guest, and this is Irene Dunn. But on the back, look at this advertisement. What can I do for my lord and master? Cook that Spam bake a little faster. I don't think they would use an ad like that nowadays. That was pretty cool. And this is an old 1950 Women's Home Companion. And this was only $1. Some of the pages were torn out or cut, and somebody cut something out of them, but there are still a lot of pages in here with really cool advertising and fashions. So this will be really fun. And I don't have to really feel bad about cutting up a vintage magazine because it was already cut into. And then, just before we were done looking at all the stuff, I found way in the back of the building a box of composition books. I would love to know how old they are, but there's no date. And what's really cool about them is that there's no barcode because they didn't have barcodes back then. It's just the book. This one was only $1 because the cover isn't in as good a shape, and there is writing on one page, but this was the only one like it. So I got that for $1. It does have somebody's name, but it's pretty worn off it. And the rest were $2, and these are really cool. I got 2 of these because I liked the craft color. Jumbo composition book. They're soft covers. Has a class schedule on the back and weights and measures. The paper would not even have to be distressed because it's already very vintage. So these are great. I don't want to take these apart. One book I might take pages out of to use in junk journals. So again, send me ideas of what to do with these. I mean, obviously I could just use them as a journal, decorate them and use them as a journal, but if you had these books, what would you do with them? Here's another one, Collegiate Composition Book. This doesn't have as many pages in it. They still charge $2 for it. And then this one is a tablet, Empire State. I just love these covers and how old the paper looks. So I got all of those. And then they had a lot of golden books, which I kind of collect golden books, but I didn't buy any because I was just looking for junk journal things. But I love Snow White. This book is pretty beat up, and I bought it for $1, but I can use it. It has somebody colored in it, you know, so it's not in great shape, but I'll definitely use it. Like, I even like the black and white illustrations. So that is what I bought at the flea market. I did want to show you how I used those railway papers. I'm working on a junk journal for Junk Journal Junkies. And here's one of the signatures. They're not, I've got the signatures decorated, but they're not stitched in yet. I plan on doing that later today. But in the middle of this signature is a page from Lehigh Valley Railroad Company record book that I bought. It has a lot of pages in it. I bought that a year or so ago, and I've used some pages out of it. So I put that in the middle, and then this is one of the sheets that was in the new pack that I bought from the Erie-Lackawanna Railroad Company. So that's in there. And then I took some of the pattern, the tissue that they write on, and I'm working on another junk journal cover. And I used my gloss matte medium, or my gloss medium, to adhere some of that to the back of that book, and some of it with the fancy writing right there. And then this one, I haven't tucked this under yet because I just did this last night and I had to have it dry first. But that's what it looks like on the back. And I just put an old library thing on the back there too. So I just wanted to show you how I used those really cool railroad record keeping finds. And while I'm making a video, I'll do this really quick. I only have a couple minutes left. But I made a couple of books for my nieces who lost their grandmother and wanted memory books to put memories in. They're both pretty much the same, so I'll just flip through this one real quick. This is a old book cover with, it had this gilt design in there. I just covered up the title of the book. And my niece loves chevrons, so I did use some chevron in here. There's some. So I just pulled out all the different quotes and things that would be appropriate for a memory book. Forever in My Heart. One of a Kind. There's a rub-on. And I put lots of tags in there. This one is really nice for memories of someone. I love the way you, and then they can fill it in. Memories definition on that tag. I think about you every waking moment, always, every day, once in a while, just a little. Just check that off. About her, so she can write whatever she remembers about her grandmother. That says memories. Yeah. Cherish. There's a pocket there with some smash cards in it that she can write on. This one has just some words that I cut out of scrapbook paper and glued on. Family. Good times. Remember. Some stamping on that page. One word frees us of all the weight and pain of life. That word is love. Sophocles. Legacy of love. Things I love about you. Love starts with a smile, grows with a kiss, and ends with a tear. Some more journaling cards in there. Photo mats. Here's a pocket that I decorated and put a card in. An envelope, I mean. So easy to love. A journaling spot. And this is one of the embellishments that I made by gluing several pieces together. So I glued that up there and then put a little journaling page, tag in there. favorite memory. And then in this envelope are some other pieces that she can use throughout the book. So the girls are twins, and they both wanted a book, so they're both pretty much the same inside. So I hope you enjoyed watching my haul and seeing these little memory books, and I'll be back again. Everybody have a great day. Bye.